Okay, here's part two. We've got the nose off. Now we're going to remove all the old rust and cancer. So, basically we're going to cut out 3 more pieces that you have to buy. Break out your wallet, people. This is the first piece, the front end support. It's the inner. This right here is the outer cover plate to it. And then these right here are sold as a pair. The part number's right there. I don't know if you can get it. But it's the outer little couplers that mount up to this first piece also on the outer ends. So we're gonna cut out the old rust pieces, and by doing that, first I start by putting a piece of tape, 3/4 inch tape, right across the top of the lip. And basically it's this very top lip on the outer cover. And the reason I do that is so I can cut a straight line all the way across, and then the line is actually covering up. I don't know if you can see these right here, little dent. They're spot welds. So I'll take a pair of wire cutters, and then I can grab the metal. And then once I grab the metal with a pair of wire cutters, I can continue to just roll it. And then roll it over and fight this all the way back. And if you just roll it and move it back and forth, it's kind of hard to do while holding a phone. You could see that each pop rivet will just, or each spot weld will just pop like a rivet. Okay, now we've removed all these spot welds, and I've taken that whole piece off. You can actually see it right there. It just kind of rolls off like a sardine can. It takes a little extra muscle. And then I'll come over and I'll cut down the sides. And a lot of times I'll cut along the bottom of this inner lip right here. But this one really doesn't have nothing to cut. It's already all gone. There's a small section over here in the bottom. So I'm gonna try and bust it out real quick. Okay, I don't normally watch my grinder through a phone, so that was different. This whole piece will come off, and it'll leave the lower lip. I'll just go ahead and shake this off real quick. Should pop. There we go. It's gone. So there's the old rusty piece, and then this is what's in the inside right here. This line right here from this piece is one of your new outer pieces that you're gonna get. Sorry about the shaky camera, but that's that line right there. So you understand that this will go in there. This one's actually for the other side. It is this one right here, I believe. Yeah, it's that one. Goes here, and that's your line. So we're gonna go in and separate these and pull these out. This back panel is getting replaced. We're going to come in and cut right inside of here on this inner lip again, and we want to save the upper panel. This upper kicker is not completely wasted yet. We can still come in, blast it, put some acid on it, save it. The lower panel is going to be the next panel to be removed. So we're going to cut that all out also. Once we get it cut out, we'll get all the edges cleaned up, and then we'll prep the new panel, put some holes in it, and then weld it back in place. Okay, so I've taken out the old section and cleaned up everything, and I now have the new pieces going in. So I wanted to stop and show you what they look like. Here's the outer pieces. They're sold in a pair. Here's the center one. It comes pre-spot welded for the frame horn mounts. We gotta drill some holes there. Here's the driver's side. We have it all in. These holes that are left behind, we're gonna make some plates and fill those on both sides. And as you can see, I've been drilling holes, grinding and scrubbing, and I shot it all black just so the video would show a little better. Alright, well, we have everything set up in here. It's all held up with clamps at this point. We had rust issues, so I've made plates to go into there and fill in those holes on both sides. Next, we're going to come up here and replace this section. We're going to cut this out and put in a plate up here. And then over here in this corner, you can see there's a lot more of it missing. We're going to go ahead and fill that one in first. Once all of this is all in place, we'll go back and weld it up. Weld up all the little holes that go all the way down and all the way around, everywhere. And then once those are done, we'll go ahead and start reinstalling the front nose panel itself, and I'll show you guys how to make this upper cut final match the new panel. So give me a few more hours. I gotta make a couple more plates, and then we'll jump back up in here and put the nose on. Alright, so here we have the pieces that I've made for the dash. This is it. I put a little flange on them so that way when the nose panel itself goes on, they fit nice and flush. And you can see how that's done, and how it looks. You can see how it works out really well. Here's the panel for the passenger side, and then the driver's side panel goes in like this. So we'll weld all these in. We're gonna go ahead and weld in all the bottom, and then we can install the nose panel itself. Come up and make these cuts and then move on from there. Now that we got the lower section in and welded up, we had our little patches that we made ourselves. These pieces right here we made. We didn't buy those. This is a piece we bought. This is a piece we bought. And over here as well, let me get it in the shade. You can see we did this and welded that one up. We got a little more work to do, but everything will be on the outside. We want to install the last panel that we bought right here. Before we do that, you're going to want to go in and paint everything, all the exposed metal, because if you don't paint it, it'll just rust out in a year anyway, and you'll be right back doing the same thing. We also did the upper repair in that window. We did another repair right there in that window. I'm gonna go ahead and put this all back on, and this last piece on after I paint it, and then we'll put the nose on. Alright, now that we got the last cover plate on, pretty much we're done with the lower section of the inner of the bus. That was a lot of work, a lot of grinding, a lot of welding. Still got a lot more to go though. We're gonna go back in, grind all these welds, repaint this outer panel, and then we're gonna go up and repaint all this in here, and then we'll put the nose panel itself on. Okay, man, I wanted to show you guys the inside of this. This is pretty much ready for the nose skin to go on, the last outer layer. You can see I've coated everything, and it's pretty darn thick. This is the last time you will be able to see any of this. So you want to make sure you do a good job and get as much rust as you can out and get it sealed up as good as possible. I've gone back and I've ground the paint off of where all of our spot welds are going to go. So it's the upper windshield lip, the grill lip, and then the lower lip all the way around. On the bottom side of the grill lip, I don't know if you can see that, but you see that's all ground up in there and shiny also. It's not the last time you're going to be able to paint inside the grill, but it is the last time you're going to be able to see any of this. So we're going to go ahead and let this dry pretty good overnight and start in fresh tomorrow.